10 years ago tonight, 8th inning, Game 6, National League Championship Series. Chicago Cubs, I had 3-0. They're up 3-2, best of 7. And Luis Castillo was at the plate when a spectator tried to catch a foul ball. That guy was Steve Bartman. There was a few other people in there. Bartman stood out because the outfit that he had on there. If Alou had caught the ball, it would have been the second out of the inning. Cubs would have been 4 outs away from winning the National League pennant for the first time since 1945. Do you know what the final score of that game was? They were up 3-0 with 1 out, 8th inning, and they lost 8-3. They were eliminated Game 7 the next day. The Steve Bartman incident. Now, it's not fair what happened to the guy. What is lost in all of this, I think, first of all, Alex Gonzalez booted a ground ball. And, okay, Bartman interfered with Moises Alou. You're still up 3-0. And then you guys fell apart. You want to blame it on him because you didn't catch that foul ball? What about some of the other stuff that happened? In Game 7, Kerry Wood hit a home run. You were leading. Could put it on Bartman all you want. He has never done an interview in 10 years. Remember all of the sightings? It was like there were more sightings of Bigfoot than Bartman. And then all of a sudden he was in London. Or maybe he wasn't. I think he sort of stayed in the same area. 2 weeks after the playoff incident, Kevin James told a columnist, Chicago Tribune, he was thinking of starring in a movie called Fan Interference. He said it wouldn't be specifically about Bartman, but conceded the incident was ripe for a movie. I feel sorry for him, but to love a city so much and love a team so much and to have one event completely change your life. The movie was never made. Law and Order, I did not know this. They had an episode that centered around an infamous foul ball guy who was discovered murdered in the opening credits. Bartman's friend sent a letter to NBC telling them, you should not be putting that into viewers' heads. I agree. Family Guy episode, 10-second non sequitur in which Stewie is sitting at the Cubs-Marlins game at Wrigley Field, convinces a turtleneck-wearing fan and headphones named Steve to try to make a catch. As Stewie said, it's a foul ball. What harm could it do? 10 years ago tonight. Yeah, Paulie.
Are you shocked no one's gotten an interview with him?
Well, I almost did on SportsCenter. 6 o'clock SportsCenter. And all of a sudden, we're getting ready to go to break. Now, I'm in mid-show. It's a live show, and I'm getting ready to go to break. And my coordinating producer says, we got Bartman. We got Bartman. And I don't know how many days after, but I guess a handful of days, we got Bartman. So I go to break, and I'm teasing, when we come back, we'll hear from Steve Bartman. So we'd gotten, this was the coup of the year. We'd gotten the guest everybody wanted. During the commercial break, we got about 2 minutes, and all of a sudden they patch in Bartman, and I'm talking to him. And the only thing I thought was, I don't know Steve Bartman. How do I know this is Steve Bartman? How do any of us know? And the only thing I thought was, I think he went to Notre Dame. And I was going to say something about Notre Dame and who they're playing. Just as a maybe, hey, who's your alma mater play this weekend? It was the only thing I thought. And I didn't say it. All of a sudden, come back on the air, and I realized that it's somebody from the Howard Stern show, and it was Captain Jenks talking about Howard Stern's butt cheeks or something like that. And then it took a little bit longer, then I realized, okay, that wasn't Bartman. No. I realized, and I said, all right, we've been had. It's live TV. Yeah, Paulie.
What was the aftermath after you went to commercial break? What was the talk in the studio?
Wasn't much talking. It's one of those where you go, could I hide? This won't be on my Emmy reel. I don't think so. I did win an F Emmy from Howard Stern because of that. So that was nice. It was nice. I called in. I said, you know what? Hey, you got me. There's nothing I can do. The only thing I said was to Howard, okay, I'll accept this. Captain Jenks, cannot do this to me again. Okay, I'll accept it. But then Captain Jenks agreed that he would not punk me like that again. Yes, Eden.
Did you get the loan sort of in your ear? Sorry about that. Anything? Was there any acknowledgement?
No, because the coordinating producer, you know what? I think the world of. He's a great producer, and all he was doing is trying to do his job. This was more on the people taking the phone calls that you sort of have to say, okay, how do I know this is you? I mean, you're ESPN. You're supposed to be able to vet those things out. And I felt bad for Paulie because people thought people blamed Paulie for me getting punked. Paulie was doing radio, not TV. Paulie was jealous. He's like, I can't believe you got Bartman. All of a sudden I go, I didn't get Bartman. How's Howard Stern's butt cheeks? Or something like that. Or I think it was butt cheese or butt cheeks. I wasn't sure.
We'll check.
Yeah, would you check that? Get the I-team on butt cheeks and butt cheeks.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.